You ever see culantro? Such a weird plant, man. It's like a Vietnamese cilantro. And yeah, it has these weird spikes on it. It's like fascinating. I guess it's like really tough to get to sprout. So it took me a while to get this thing to start growing. But now that you know, summer's here, it's starting to take off. But yeah, it like needs like intense heat to be able to grow. So it's fascinating. But it was a good year for peppers. According to Farmer's Almanac this year, it was going to be a cooler start. So I put most of my pepper plants inside this greenhouse. So that kind of, you know, saved me some time getting them started. But yeah, look, I can see I got Carolina Reapers coming in, a bunch on this plant. Over here I got Tabasco, got some ghost peppers right here. Tabasco over here. So I got a lot of peppers in this tiny spot. And what I do is I put them on pull ladders, right? So I have 2 pepper plants per bucket, and I just use industrial strength zip ties to basically secure all these buckets. And how I cared for them this year, I basically just give them compost tea every week. So I use rabbit manure. I let it ferment for 24 hours, and then I throw C90 in every couple weeks. And then every 2 months, I give them some Dr. Earth fertilizer. I give them only about 1/4 of a cup each bucket, but that's all I do for all these. And yeah, I got some pretty good results this year. I also make sure, so if you're doing peppers in buckets, you just want to always make sure that they never dry out, right? You don't need to give them too much water, because they don't like a lot of water, right? They get kind of wet feet, they call it. So like if your plants, if you're watering them too much, you know, that they won't like that. So basically what I do is make sure that the bucket's just not dry, right? So if that's every day when it's hot in the middle of summer, then so be it. Usually, like, since it's August now, I'll water them every 2 days, sometimes every 3 if it's a little bit cooler. But yeah, that's how I care for my bucket peppers. But it's a good year for them. So if you're wanting to get into peppers, this greenhouse is cheap. This is like a pop-up greenhouse. That was like $180. And then, you know, some pull ladders off Craigslist, some zip ties, and some buckets. And that's it. That's all you need for this setup. But